Yeah,
Mika Frankl, Cage Binds, got Brant Moore joining me, LFA 90 headliner. How you doing, sir?
Doing good, making it. COVID times, strong, COVID free. Look at this thing. See that gun right there?
Oh,
Don't look
wow,
at
looking
that.
strong.
Let's
And
see.
then I
This is
like
my
the
secret weapon
background.
right here. What's up? The background, man. A lot of hardware. Got a little bit of strap one. This leg got the legacy strap over there, the LFA strap over here, Muay Thai championship. My girlfriend's belt's up here. Let's see, Steve's. Let's see what that is. Fifth Jitsu house tournament belt. Fifth Jitsu, another house tournament belt. That's me right there. Fightville, Tim Crater. If Tim sees this, he's gonna be all like, "Man, that's how I met Tim Crater right there." The Fightville during his promotion.
Oh,
That
cool.
was it was fun.
Nice, nice. So you're at the gym right now.
No. I'm at the office. I'm at my old job. In Larry's office.
Oh, okay. All right, all right. Didn't know exactly where we're getting all this cool background from.
Oh yeah, Larry keeps it. Larry keep it spick and span over here. Look at this right here. Got Kevin Aguilar. Got the apparel. Got the Angel of Death. You got me in here right now, sparkling up the room.
All right, just adding that glow on, right?
Yeah. Got the hair.
So you bring it up, surviving in COVID times there in Texas. What's the last couple months been like for you?
Last couple months been pretty good because gyms opened back up. So I've been really getting to enjoy actually being at my home gym and training. I've been able to go see Crew Bob out in Houston. Me and him link up whenever we can. It's kind of hard for me and him to link up because of COVID sometimes. But aside from that, getting work in, going to Shreveport, seeing Brent and Blake Franklin, guys like that, Wayne Knudsen. What's up, guys? I love y'all. So, also going to Marshall to see D Rock, making sure D Rock keeps me humble, making sure I get my gorilla work in, vanilla gorilla, D Rock.
So
Yeah,
it sounds like
yeah.
you get around.
Yeah. Oh, hold up now, don't talk. You make me sound like I'm a little bit of a gym hooker now. God damn.
Well, it sounds
Yeah.
like a lot of traveling, going to a couple different spots.
It is a lot of traveling. I get a lot of work in. It's what keeps me it keeps me humble in every single aspect. Bob's gym has a lot of hit squad strikers. Derek's my teacher. From the ground up, and he always keeps me humble. Sometimes I catch him with a little thing every couple of months. And make me feel good, and then he's just like, hey, you did pretty good. Then I get smashed. Get smashed down into the ground, and then it's just like stay. And he's just like, "Hey, Brant, stay humble, bro." And I'm like, "You got it, you got it."
Is it hard to stay humble though when you're getting the bright lights, you're in the main event, you're getting these big opportunities now?
Yeah, when you're getting your ass whooped in the gym like I do, yeah, it's easy. When you're getting Donkey Kong by these gorillas like D Rock and like Steve's one of my main training partners, and Steve fights at 170. So like he hasn't been doing it as long as I have, so I got a little bit of a skill advantage over there. But when he goes, oh, I can't do nothing about it. I can't do anything about it. So they're always keeping me in the game. And as far as like getting all the spotlight and everything else, like social media, LFA, and all this other stuff. I mean, it is what it is. To me, it comes with it. You know, I fight. I love making money and I love fighting for money. But the biggest thing is glory. And like I'll get to when I retire, get to bask in my glory. But right now, can't get. Yeah, I got to build glory right now. I got plenty of work to do. The road doesn't stop at LFA. I got to be world champion. And then I got to make it to the UFC or make it wherever big promotion and be world champion there. Could be. I'm at 155. The division of divisions, the dude of dudes. Like everybody's favorite fighter. like it's probably a 55er. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's Tony Ferguson, Justin Gaethje, Khabib, Conor, whatever, whoever you want to call out, they're probably a 55. So I got to be that dude in the division of that dudes. You know, so I got my work cut out for me in my lifetime.
Oh, definitely right. We know it's the deepest of deepest seas to try to swim in that lightweight division. Not trying to get too caught up in it, but does it stack up, or is it at least a little moment? Your first LFA main event, first UFC Fight Pass main event.
Oh yeah, it's you know, it feels really good. I'm making history. You know, 2020. You know, in the middle of all this world crisis, you know, sports kind of in, kind of out. You know, me, Giannetti, everybody else, Steve, everybody else on the cards making history, you know, when I'll get to remember that for as long as my fight career will let me remember it, you know, as long as it doesn't get knocked out of my memory bank, you know. So it's really it does mean a lot, you know. And I get to, and it's my first main event. You know, I'll never get to have a first LFA on UFC Fight Pass main event again in my life. So, you know, aside from trying to stay humble, I'm act a fool too. So,
what have you thought from watching so far LFA, the audience list environment?
I don't really pay attention to like the audience list as far as like being on UFC Fight Pass or like in person.
Well, either way, if how you think you're going to feel about fighting in front of it, and also just how you felt it's looked from being a spectator also.
So like I don't think anybody will actually be in the venue. So I'm not a fighter that feeds off of the crowd, you know, in any shape, way, or form. I'm very much in the fight itself, you know. So that part probably doesn't bother me, or probably won't be thinking about it that much, you know, how quiet it is. I'll probably enjoy being able to hear my coaches. Even though they don't say much in my fights, they kind of just let me fight. You know,
I'm gonna be saying some shit this time.
Yeah, you're gonna be saying some shit this time, Larry. Larry's like, I'm gonna be acting a fool in there too, goddamn.
I'm gonna be calling some off the wall shit.
I'm with it, but you know, as far as like people watching on UFC Fight Pass, you know, the biggest thing is put on a good show. You know, if it doesn't last that long, I'm sorry. You know, I got to do what I do. If it doesn't last that long, I'm sorry. I got to do what I do. You know.
I know you, Mike.
Yeah. So.
Y'all can bitch about you like they bitch about Mike Tyson.
Yeah, so you know, everybody loves and hates a short fight. So you know, it is what it is. Sorry, you know, if it's, but yeah, I'm sure everybody would rather see an amazing finish than like a grind out 3-fight whatever, like, you know, split decision, majority decision. Nobody wants to see that. You know, like nobody watches fights and is just like, damn, I hope this fight goes to the judges. You know, so since
I hope we're wondering.
Yeah, so I'm going in there and trying to finish this fight too. So.
I want a close fight, but at the end, I want to knock the fuck out.
Yeah. That's another thing. Nobody ever wants to. Everybody wants to see a good fight. Nobody wants to be in a good fight. Like nobody wants to be in this evenly matched fight where you're like scratching and dying, and like, you know. Yeah, struggling for your life. Nobody wants that. Every fighter says it. Nobody wants that.
Do you actually want to be involved in a fight of the night? Isn't it easier just to be like in the knockout of the night?
Exactly. Boom. You said it yourself. You no, I can't say it. Nobody did that. Look at that. Yeah. Fight all night for what? Like,
you get paid by the hour.
Yeah, I'm not paid by the hour. Exactly. I'm paid by the dub. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I was listening to Rose Namajunas talk about it, and she's like, I have the opposite perception of what you guys consider fight of the night or fight of the year. She's like, the two guys that can't hit each other, that are playing this test match and can't catch each other, that's an amazing fight. These two guys that are connecting, laying each other out, she's like, that's horrible. That's bad defense.
Yeah, it is bad defense, straight up. Yeah, I'll try to stay pretty, you know, try to keep this beautiful, shiny, black, chocolate skin rolling. You know what I'm saying? Imagine if I don't want to do an interview after my fight, you know, looking like looking like this and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Chainsaw.
I don't want to be out my interview be all like, yeah, man, you know, I want my
He didn't
fight.
want it.
I can't believe it. He didn't want. Yeah, he didn't want it. You know, I'm the greatest fighter ever. You know, I want to try not to look like that. But you know, I mean, it is what it is, though. Fight happens the way it happens. You know, I'm not opposed to get it. I'm not opposed to all 3 rounds. But if you ask me what I want a quick finish. I want to get in and get the fuck out. I want to go home, play my League of Legends. I'm about to hit silver and ranked. You know what I'm saying? About to be in a whole other division bracket. About to be not as much of a trash can in the game anymore. You know what I'm saying? Be not recognized as not much of a trash can, and that shit. I want to get gold this year.
So now we're getting to really what you're caring about right now, League of Legends.
Yeah, League of Legends. See what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, Killer B 5-on-5. Boom. Catch me on the stream on Twitch.
You have the Twitch channel going?
Yeah, get my not that long because I'm not ice cold at League just yet. You know, I'm okay. Sometimes there are some games where I like be whooping ass, be making them look bad, be making good decisions, good macros, good micros, good wave management, and then there's other games where I'm just getting my ass beat because I'm playing against like a Smurf or something like that. Like a Smurf is somebody that makes a different account and they're like this high level player, and they're since their account is new, they're playing against guys that are like lower, trying to get this other account up to a higher, sandbagging, if you will. Yeah, you know, so I'm like, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that on the interview. No. They try to get me
busy finding ways to entertain yourself.
Yeah. No, it's not hard to entertain yourself when you're Brant. Brant's very simple. Give me the game, give me my girlfriend, and like her kid and the kids, and I'm cool. I'll be like, after winning fights and all that, people are like going to the after party or whatever else. I go to the victory slice, a pizza, go to the house, get me a fruity ass, gay ass drink that's got a lot of alcohol in it, get blitzed in the house, play League, get my ass beat on League, have a lot of fun, and I'm living my best life. Got the kids over here. If they get to stay up that late, I'll be over here. Yeah. You know, y'all saw the way I won that fight. Getting my ass beat in this lane though. Drunk. Living my best life. Yeah.
It's a 5-fight win streak, but you haven't got to fight this year. So has it been almost a boring year for you?
Yeah, man. No, for sure. Yeah, it's been a boring year. It's been good. It's been good though, because I've been able to go back to the drawing board and go back and work on things that I'm deficient in. And I know what that sounds like because, you know, Brant's a god, obviously, but no. Yeah, but I got to work on some of the things, the holes and the issues that I had as a fighter, things like, you know, head movement, and so I don't have that problem anymore. I didn't really have I don't have a problem getting hit. You know, it's not like I go into my fights and hit shit. In my past 2 fights, I don't think I've gotten punched in the face. Like for real, that's like a real stat. Like, you know, I can look up my last 2 fights and I don't think anybody's connected to my face. But I got to, you know, get my cardio up, get ahead of a lot of people that took the COVID time to, you know, gyms are closed, you know, this is my time to rest and whatever else, you know. And for me, I was just like, this is my time to get ahead of everybody else. You know, I can't get ahead of everybody because there are other people with mindsets like myself, but those who might be above me, whether it be in the UFC or wherever, and they're like, I'm gonna take this time to rest, spend time with my family and so forth and so on. I'm out there grinding, and you know, hopefully, I've made a big leap in who I am as a fighter, mentally and physically. Quit my job right as soon as we came back from New Zealand in February. I quit my job and I started training full time. And it really changed me as a fighter. You know, my girlfriend also She tutors people, like different people around the world, does papers and different things like that. It's a very smart lady. So she runs her own business, and yeah, right. Larry over here. She's super smart except for you. Yeah, Larry.
That one mistake.
Yeah, no.
That's Brant's secret weapon is
Yeah.
she is driven
Yeah.
and drives his ass.
Yeah, like for me, I'm as you can tell probably I'm a very I'm a very late, like do the least type of individual, you know what I'm saying? Not necessarily lazy, but I do like to slack myself, you know. In just about everything except for fighting, which is why being a professional fighter has got to be what I do, because working a regular ass job, I be putting in bullshit effort just enough to not get fired sometimes. Not obviously not at AFCO, Larry, because I was putting my hardest work in at AFCO, you know. Larry's
You
my
bullshit somebody else.
Larry was my boss. Larry was my boss. I was putting in like, you know,
here, people.
yeah, I was putting in grade A effort up here. You know what I'm saying? No, I was getting the job done for real. But,
Yeah, it was like, hey, I'm going to quit to train full time. Great, I don't have to fire him.
Grade A quality, working all.
Yeah, working all. Grade A quality, working all. You know. Yeah, no, I was getting the job done, but I wasn't like Mr. Above and Beyond. You know, I had a sparkling personality, and that's why they kept me around. You know what I'm saying? The sparkling personality.
Oh yeah, we can see it. Look at that smile. That's $1 million smile.
Yeah. Yeah.
So was it just time at that point that you couldn't take the job anymore, that you wanted to commit more? What kind of led to in February saying, yeah, that you were diving both feet into the fight game?
I had enough money saved up, and I am getting to the point. I got to the point to where I started winning my fight, like in November. You know, I'm beating dudes that are good. Like, you know, I don't have any fights on my record against guys with weird records or upside down records. You know what I'm saying? Even going all the way back to my amateur days. You know, I've always fought killers or somebody that like, even if I made them look bad, they could have been perceived as a killer. You know. So if I'm doing this and putting in this work once a day for, you know, if I'm only putting in one a day, 5 days a week, because, you know, AFCO is a roofing company, and you know, roofing is not easy work. You know, so, and it's in the hot sun, so I'd be, you know, doing my job from 7, 8 in the morning all the way down to 4 or 5 o'clock, you know, and then I'd either try to take a nap or just play a game of League and go like shower and then go straight to the gym and train, just give it all I got, go to sleep to do it again. And I did that for, how long did I work here? Like a year and something? About a year?
At least.
Yeah, like at least I was here like at least a year and something, you know. So I was doing that for like a year straight and like eating people alive still, you know. So and my girlfriend was just like, you know, because she can see the bigger picture, you know. I really just focus on fighting. It's not like I can't see the bigger picture. I just focus on, you know, the fighting aspect, training, keeping my body right, and everything like that. Like trying to be a professional in that aspect, but. You know, she's like, hey, you know, you're winning these fights. You're coming up. You know, you're 7-1 now. You know, like people get pulled in for big opportunities with a record like that, with like 5 out of the 7 being first round finishes. You know, people see that and people look at that. So you don't want to be. She basically said you don't want to be getting to where you're going up. Like, you know, for instance, now LFA main event. You don't want to be LFA main event and putting in the same kind of work you've been putting in against a guy that could potentially have been doing it, like, you know, full time for a lot longer. Like, you know, because it's as good as a fighter as all of us are, and as some of us progress faster than others, it's really about mat time. You know, how much time you're in the gym. You know, putting in your mat time is how you get better. Some progress faster than others, but at the end of the day, it's just hours in the gym and hours on the mat. And if you can put if you could train twice a day or more and get that amount of mat time, you're doubling, tripling your mat time over a guy that may still be putting getting one a day in, you know, or training however many days a week, but they still got to take rest days, and you're just doubling the mat time, you know. So in some instances, like with Giannetti's had more professional fights than I have. He's been to the Ultimate Fighter, you know. He got to be in there with top level coaches and guys like Stipe and DC, you know, and he got to do that full time, multiple times a day, and just focus on fighting. So he if you could think about it in time wise, he's got an edge in time on me. Does that make him a better fighter than me? Not necessarily, because everybody progresses at different. But we don't want to. Yeah, exactly. But we don't want to take that chance, right? We want me to be putting in max work, max effort for these max opportunities, you know. And that's the big picture stuff. That's another reason why my girlfriend's my secret weapon, you know. Like beyond keeping me motivated and getting me out of bed in the morning, because I'm not a morning person to go fuck it up in the gym, you know. She thinks of big picture stuff like that. Like I had a lot of money saved up for taking this long time. I thought I would have had a fight by now, you know what I'm saying? I'm running low on funds now, and I definitely need more money, and I definitely need a fight, you know, and a victory. But she has allowed me to, she's backed me completely and allowed me to get to the point I've got now, you know.
Was it strange getting to fully embrace yourself into training? And how long did it take you to get together your schedule once you stopped working and just fully got into training?
I went right to it. Like, I got, you know, I'm 26, got a lot of energy, got a lot of energy to burn. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, got a lot of energy to burn. So, the energy that I would have been spending at work, you know, lifting shingles and moving underlayment and other 30 to 80 pound shit around all day. I'm spending, you know, doing cardio and conditioning, you know, in the morning, and then after, I'm leveling up as a fighter. That time that it's spent, like, you know, feeding my paycheck is now spent feeding me as a fighter, you know. And I spend the morning, you know, sometimes some mornings, like, you know, it'll be like do cardio and conditioning, and then go from cardio conditioning, do some judo, and then from judo do some yoga, and then after that I got free time or private lessons, whichever one. Now I have private lessons that I do now, you know. I got this hit squad of kids or young teens that are gonna be able to beat the fuck out of anything, you know. But you know, I get that break time in, get to take a little nap, you know, and then come back to the gym and fuck it up all over again, you know, and do that. That's what my day consists of now, you know, training and cardio and conditioning in the morning some days, and then some days, you know, multiple fight related things, you know, whether it be wrestling, traveling. I get to travel all the time now, get to go to Shreveport, get to go to Houston, you know, get to see D-Rock. I don't have to think, oh shit, I got to get back at a certain time to wake up to go do my job because I don't want to get fired. You know, I'm like, you know, put max effort in for this day, wake up. If I, like, you know, I'm not feeling cardio and conditioning, I still get up and go, you know, hit the bag or get like drills in, or just roll. You know, I'm always, no matter how tired I am, I can always roll. You know, I always have that energy to roll.
And right now, the 5-5 win streak, we're talking about the main event, Joe Giannetti. What do you think of this fight as far as a challenge and as far as a chess match?
Joe's an interesting person to me. I'm starting to see his interviews now. He's I'm not really sure if he's playing like certain mind games, or if he's really wanting to go in and grapple it out, or what. Like, so I'm seeing his interviews is like he's really thinking or really wanting to grapple. You know, that seems like what his thing is. And I'm just like, well, I get you're good and you have just as many submission finishes as I do. And, you know, I'm like, but, you know, I'm the black belt on the mat, you know, not taken away from him. But he may be saying all this just so he could be all like, yeah, get this dude thinking about grappling. And as soon as the fight starts, I'm gonna be over there like swinging on this guy. You don't know.
Sport jiu-jitsu.
Yeah,
and that's sports MMA.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, Brant's got sport jiu-jitsu. That was cold. That's ice cold. Larry said, like, I can't take credit for this, but he's like, Giannetti's over here, Brant's jiu-jitsu is sport-based, it's sport jiu-jitsu, and Larry's like, yeah, it's MMA. That's the sport that he's doing his jiu-jitsu. I was like, dang, that was ice cold, Larry. That was ice cold.
Talking about that misdirection, how he might want to mislead you, talking about the grappling, maybe keep striking. Have you guys talked about that? Larry saying he's going to be vocal in the corner. Have you guys at all thought about that, even with everybody being able to hear so much, to have some non-calls, to have some misdirection calls? If we call for this, dude, don't ever do it. We're just going to say it.
Right. Yeah. Larry does that anyway. I remember this one fight against Michael McDonald where, like, it was an event in the back of a strip club. It looked like straight up like Pioneer. It looked like old Pioneer shit. You know what I'm saying? It was a cage in the middle of like what looked like somebody's uncle's backyard. You know what I'm saying? It looked like there was a cookout going. It looked like there was a family cookout going with a fucking cage in the middle, and there was strippers. You know what I'm saying? That's what the fight was. You know what I'm saying? That's straight up what the fight was and how it was. So there wasn't like a shitload of people. Maybe like 50 to 100 people. There, and in like these like these patio straight up at these like patio cedars. You know what I'm saying, with like the wood and all that. Yeah, real VIP shit. You know what I'm saying? And the plastic chairs, like beers. Straight up. It was cool. It was cool. Pioneer shit for real. But in the middle of that fight, I'm fighting this dude, Michael McDonald, and he's like, he tries to take me down, and I get him down, and they're like, get up, Mikey. Me and Michael are both brown belts at this time. He's like, get up. They're like, get up, Mikey. And he's just like this dude. I don't even know who this dude was. Some random fool was cage side, sitting next to Larry. Like, we're over in my corner, and this dude's over here. He's over here. Michael, get up. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think he knew who Michael McDonald was. He just was going for him, And he's just like, get up, And Larry's just, keep him down, Brant. Keep him down, And he's just like, just get him up. Just don't let him up, Brant. Like literally anything that guy said, he would do the opposite. They would be like, block the punches. Larry would be all like, you should throw some strikes if you want, And I'm just like listening to him corner me right now, and I'm just like, I'm still whooping this dude down right now. I'm still winning this fight, but I'm just like in the middle of the fight, I'm like punching on one end, setting up stuff, and like mentally pausing. I'm just like, what is this advice Larry's giving me? You know what I'm saying? And who the fuck is this guy? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just thinking about all this stuff. Literally, it was just me and Larry, this is pre-COVID, right? But literally just me and Larry going to New Orleans on like, I think like 2 weeks notice, and just fighting, you know what I'm saying? I'm just beating hitting on this dude, and we're just like, it was a very weird fight, very low stress fight. Mike's on the bottom, and he's just like, everybody's like, get up, and he's like, I'm trying, damn, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying, damn, like, what do y'all think this is? Like, both of us are like, in the fight, we're both enjoying the fight, you know what I'm saying? He gets up, the round ends, he gets up, and he's just like, hey man, I appreciate y'all support, whatever. And goes back to his corner, and the second round begins. It was crazy. It was a crazy fight. I had some goofy fights, man.
I got one on my Facebook page that we were live streaming a fight, and it's an amateur fight. It's flyweights, and one guy has the other guy mounted, and he looks up and he looks at me. The dude that's in Mount Loud and Strikes looks up at me and starts talking to me, and I'm doing commentary, got a little live stream going, and he's like, hi, Micah, how's your day going? What's up? Boom, boom, boom. And the point is like, stop talking to him. Yo, you have to stop talking to me. Like, because we're having a I'm like, this is awkward. Can you guys hear this? Like, can you actually hear him talking to me? Like, he's trying.
Yeah. The flyweight dude was
Little
probably
vocal
like,
shows get some great atmospheres.
Look at me, I'm winning this fight. Does it look like I'm in trouble? You need to stop this fight. Stop talking to him. You need to stop this fight, ref. What you talking about?
I'm in control. I am fine here.
Yeah. Fights get very interesting.
So how nice is it for you to be able to have immersed yourself? Like, what has that been like for you just on the emotional side of the experience, not having to work anymore and being able to fully immerse yourself in fighting now, in training and what you love?
Mentally is done. Like I've always been a little bit head casey as a fighter, so because like on one end, on the one end, brain power and being smart can lead you to, great things, but on the other side, it can also lead you to like depression and doubt. You know what I'm saying? Because you're playing with all these different like possibilities and all these different formulas in your head. You're just over here just like, oh yeah, I'm on paper the better grappler, and then like you're like over here on paper I'm the better grappler, and then the fight, you're like thinking about the fight and you're just like, holy shit, what if I'm not the better grappler whenever the fight happens? You know what I'm saying? What do I do then? What do I lean on? I gotta be the better striker. And then it's like, holy shit, what if I'm not the better striker? And before you know it, you're gone down this rabbit hole, and this dude's a god. This man's God, and you're over here, this regular ass dude, and you're like thinking in your head, why the fuck am I even doing this? Why do I even fight? You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, I shouldn't do this. You know what I'm saying? I got my black belt in jiu-jitsu. It takes like, I know more about jiu-jitsu than doctors do about medicine. I could have been a fucking doctor. You know what I'm saying? Why am I wasting my time on this shit? You know what I'm saying? You be thinking dumb shit like that. And then
Cringing moments.
yeah, and then now, I put so much work in and so much time into the game that the only way for Giannetti to beat me is if he's better than me or if it's just his night. That's the only out. That's the only way he can beat me. You know what I'm saying? And if it turns out that way, I can't complain about it. Like at the end of the day, like no matter how the fight turns out, whether I win, lose, whether it's a decision, whether it's a submission victory, whether it's a knockout finish, whatever I do to win or lose, however it pans out, I did my best. I put in everything. I gave it everything, all I got. I put in more work and more mat time than I have ever put into any other fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it just doesn't go my way, it doesn't go my way. Fuck it. So that makes me really strong as a fighter. I'm at the end of it, I'm gonna still have my girlfriend. She'll still love me. Kids will still love me. Homeboys will still love me. So, I'll get to fight again. I probably won't die in that fight. I'll get to fight again. That's on the low end of the spectrum. On the high end, I smoked this fool in like a minute. After that, I get to talk a little bit of shit on the mic and then be all like, it's me, Killer B. I'm in this thing. Put me in the game, boy. Sign your boy. Boom.
So what you thinking after a win? Everything works out optimally. You thinking LFA title fight? You thinking Contenders Series? That short notice call for the UFC? What would be your expectations?
My expectation would be a short notice fight for the UFC, or at the very minimum, we're talking at the very minimum, I get a title shot. If I get a finish this Friday. And if I get to finish this Friday, especially quickly, like in the first round or something like that, they need to give me a title shot. The only person that has more victories right now is the champion in the organization, and the only reason why he has more victories is because he's had more opportunities to fight. You know what I'm saying? And I have more finishes than he does. I'm pretty sure. I'd have to look up the statistics on it, but anybody else that could claim number one contender currently is winning off decisions. They're getting in and struggling with the dude in front of them. I'm getting in and I'm getting people out of there. You know what I'm saying? Two out of my 3 wins are in the first round. So I got one decision, and I hate it, but it is what it is. Ed Milson was a gangster about it. He was a 2nd degree black belt. He tried to take it to me. I had to fight for my life in there. You see the highlights, you know what I'm saying? Like all the LFA highlights are me fighting Ed Milson, like slamming him and punching him and shit like that. But that fight, that dude was a dog in that fight, man. That dude was trying to get on my ass, man. He was probably one of the hardest fights I've had, like probably in my whole career.
Let me grapple.
As a professional.
Black belt.
Yeah.
Grappled with 2nd-degree black belt.
You know, so but on the high end of the spectrum, get called in on a short notice UFC fight because you know, I feel like everybody else is getting called in the UFC. You know, certain people have been pulled in for UFC fights very recently that I don't think were worthy of getting pulled in. Not more worthy than me. Not more worthy than me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. I'm not hating on anybody, you know. But I personally feel like I've done more than enough to get a UFC fight, and especially if they like, it'd be one thing if they're talking about putting me against a guy that's like 40 and below, you know, in ranking. But if they're putting me against a guy that's 40 and above, you know, on the low end of the spectrum, except that fool that fucked up Mark DeCasey, I don't want no part of him. but other than that dude, I'll fuck a lot of them up. I forgot that dude's name. The dude does that Matrix weave, man. I bet I'd have to grapple him. Do you know how badass of a striker you have to be to make DeCasey want to take you down? You know what I'm saying? You gotta be a fucking ninja. Yeah, so like I mean I don't want none of him, but other than him, watch the UFC gonna be all like, oh yeah, we got you your first fight, boom, it's him. I'll be like, we sign it. Yeah, I'm gonna sign it. Yeah, shit. Yeah, I'm gonna sign this shit. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? That's glory. That's the dream. You know what I'm saying?
As a grappler, we know that Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. You see some of those guys like there's Azar Ottoman, the guy that had the one-punch knockout from Morocco. I mean, guys like that. What do you think about taking on some of these experienced kickboxers in an MMA fight?
Oh man, I'd be all about it. You know, I've been striking all my life, bro. Like I'm not scared to swing it out with anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm way better of a grappler than I've been as a striker.
Undefeated pro boxer.
Yeah, I'm an undefeated pro boxer. You know what I'm saying? I'm only 1-0, but I fucked that dude up. hey, 1-0 is still undefeated. Fuck it, you know what I'm saying?
It's a better boxing record than Conor McGregor.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know? Yeah, you see? Look at that. But yeah, dude, like in my amateur career, aside from my MMA fights, I've had like I had boxing matches, competed in state Golden Gloves, what else? Fucking I went to a Muay Thai tournament at 170, a weight class up, and fought 3 times in like an hour and a half. You know what I'm saying? It don't bother me to strike with anybody, you know. But if I'm getting my ass whooped, best believe we're gonna be grappling. I'm gonna try to choke the shit out of somebody. If I'm getting my ass beat, I'm not finna try to prove nothing. yeah, I need this dub. I need this dub, but I need my brain. I don't need. I do not need to prove nothing. Best believe if you beat my ass, we going to the ground, buddy. We're going to the ground.
Got the main event coming up again. First ever main event. Can you believe it took so long? 7-1, and it took this long to get a main event.
Hey man, I'm happy to be where I'm at, you know? Like you know, my record could be something completely different. So, you know, I'm getting these wins, and you know, them putting me and making me main event, you know. You probably set me up to be all like, shit, yeah, bro, you know, I've been waiting to be main event, but you know, me being real and me being honest about it, you know, it's not like I'm just happy to be there and happy to fight. I want to be recognized, and I want them to pay me a lot of money, and I want people to want to watch to see me. But it's all about your hard work, you know. It's all about your hard work, and the hard work I've put in is, you know, the reason why I've got there. So, you know, I am excited in that aspect. You know, just get to go in, give me a good old fight, get to act a fool. First LFA main event, first time professional main event in a big organization. You know, I'm happy.
LFA 89. It's going to be a great main event we're expecting.
Yeah.
You're looking for the finish, right?
Oh, of course. What you
I'm
mean,
fighting.
Mike? What you mean, man? What you mean? What you talking about? They're looking for a finish. Now I'll be over here. Nah, bro. I want to go. I want to take him into deep waters. I want this fight to last as long. I want to grind him out as long as I possibly. Hell no. Hell no. I want to get in, get that win, and get the hell up out of there. Yeah, I'm not paid by the hour. You ever had hand wraps on, man? You ever had hand wraps on and them gloves on? As soon as you put them hose on, you like, yeah, you feel like a ninja. But as the fight goes on, you just like, you get over it. You be all like, God damn. Be like, get me. And then the dude's sleeping. You just like, get me out of these fucking gloves. I want to play my game. You know what I'm saying? I want to play my league. Damn.
It is the raw, unadulterated honesty from Brant Moore.
Yeah.
And that's why I asked some of these questions. I know what he's going to say, but I need him to tell us how he's feeling.
Yeah, man. You know, sometimes I don't get me wrong. If it's a good fight, and if it's a good fight, you know, I'm in my flow state, which I always get to my flow state at any point. Like, as far as the fight's going, I'm about the fight to be happening. You know what I'm saying? Killer instinct comes in, and I got to finish the fight when I see the finish. You know, but as far as like just being in the cage and like, you know, every fighter's like, they like it, you know, and that's why they keep doing it. But when the fight starts, I don't think anybody is just like, yeah, I love being here. Your heart's racing, you know what I'm saying? You nervous as fuck. This dude over here, you're putting your whole dream and everything on the line. You're putting your whole dream and everything on the line in this one moment against this other guy that's doing the same thing. You know, I'm not fighting some dude that didn't wake up that morning thinking he was going to fight. I'm literally fighting the Terminator. I'm fighting somebody that's been practicing and been thinking about me at night. Like, you know, this done. He eats, sleep, like Giannetti right now eats, sleeps, breathes, kill Brant. You know what I'm saying? That's all he does. You know what I'm saying? Every fighter that's ever been across from any other fighter in the cage, that's all we've been thinking about. You know what I'm saying? I will not stop till he's done. But again, all I can say is when the fight's happening, you're in the fight. But as far as the moment, third body outside looking in, you know what I'm saying? I love being in the fight, but yeah, I would rather be eating pizza or some shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? It's not eating pizza, but playing league probably. You know what I'm saying?
You already said it. Eating pizza, you have that fruity drink, it's after the fight, and you're playing league. That's where you'd rather be.
Yeah, I mean after the fight, during the fight, I'm living my best life. In the fight, I'm living my best life. I'm doing that, man. I've wanted to be the greatest fighter on the planet since I was 3. You know what I'm saying? That's why I started doing karate. And I did karate from 3 to 12, and that's why I started doing all that stuff, because I wanted to be the greatest fighter and the greatest martial artist, right? I didn't know what that looked like. As I got older, I found out that is going to be. It looks like hard work, and it is what I am. You know what I'm saying right now. Every time I step into that cage, I get to live out my childhood dream of being a professional fighter, and you know, being a prize fighter, being the greatest martial artist on the planet. You know, getting to lay it all out on the line. Like, you know, I watch a lot of anime and stuff like that too. You know, so it's just like you get to be that. You know, it's like, you know, you can't replace getting to be that. You know, and if you watch anime, you know, there's all kinds of moments, you know, whenever you're, you know, so you accept all moments. You know, when you're roiding up and charging up in the beginning of the fight, you know, they're calling out your name, Brant Moore, and you're just over here. The other dude's over here, Giannetti, and he's over here, and then they're like, fight, clash, you know. You know, one side's getting his ass whooped, the other side gets his ass whooped, whatever. You know, you get pull that dude out. You got to pull that dude out of you, hit that next level, win. You know what I'm saying? But you know, again, if you've watched anime, you also know that after every anime fight, the dude that won, most likely the main character, is just like about to die. You know, so
They go through a war.
Yeah, they go through a real war. You know, so. You know, the war is fun while you're in it, but once you get out of it, like, you're just like, holy shit, I'm over it. I do not want to go back there. Like, after I beat, like, after beating Giannetti, after beating Giannetti 10 minutes later, if you ask me would you go do that all over again? My answer would be fuck no. I need to go back to the gym and get better, so I could have less, even less. Unless I continue the streak I've been having of not getting hit in the face, then I gotta just keep that streak going. You know what I'm saying? I gotta keep that streak going of fucking them up before they can fuck me up.
6 months of evolving, of training, full time now, and looking at 9 months since the last fight. So there's got to be just a real hunger to be able to get out there and use some of those new skills that you've been working on, right?
Oh yeah. Like there's so many different things that I've picked up on and became better at doing. I do judo now. You know, I wish I would have found judo a lot earlier because I'm good at it. You know, the groundwork is a part of judo, so you know I'm already like a ninja on the ground. I'm a black belt on the ground, so you know I just need to get my throws down and understand different things like that. I got Aaron Strigel teaching me. He gives me the best work and the best looks he possibly can. You know. Oh, that's another thing. Speaking of which, to that, grappling wise and fight wise, I train with like gorillas all the time. You know what I'm saying? Everybody I train with, like, you know, I'm slightly bigger than the average. I'm like average weight, you know what I'm saying? And slightly taller than the average person. But I train with people that are like way stronger than me, like all the time, you know. And I also get to do a lot. It's like a lot of the guys I get to train with. Maybe not Aaron. Aaron's short, but like guys like Steve and Joe are probably like the same height. You know, they're probably close to the same height. And I understand, like on the grappling side, what Giannetti's probably going to want to try to do to me, you know, play the long boy game, you know, and I what Giannetti is, I've had a lot of experience fighting, you know, tall guys. I've had a lot of experience fighting tall guys, you know. So I started rambling. Michael, why you let me ramble like that, man?
No, I just let you go. I knew we were doing an interview, and I guess I should put a disclaimer at the beginning of this one. Long interview.
Yeah, you can put this in the beginning. Why you let me ramble like that, bro? Just be like, disclaimer, boom.
Because we love to hear from Brant Moore, and it's been too long.
Yeah, hey, it has been a minute. Last time we saw each other, I was in New Mexico. I was in your neck of the woods. Got to see you in person. Now we're doing the Zoom.
Right, and
Zoom.
now basically, even if you were here, we'd still be doing the Zoom. It seems like.
Yeah, right. Can't be within 6 feet of each other. They all like be walking in or walking around like this. Be like, hey, what's up? You been doing good, bro? You been
No
doing
kidding.
good?
I ran into a guy I know the other day at walking by in a convenience store, and I was like, "Hey, Jeremy." He's like, "Oh, Micah," and he's like, "I don't recognize anybody with a mask on." I was like, "I can see your head, dude."
Yeah, right. Yeah, people notice me because got this thing going on here. Be all like, oh my god. I'm like, for me, if I walk around, I got a mask on. It's just like I'm definitely not Brant. You know, I'm definitely not Brant. See, I covered my. You know what I'm saying? See, I'm definitely not Brant.
You can't do that second part though, because we need to trademark that. I think for the logo.
Oh yeah, hey, I got a logo. Yeah, I do have a logo. It's pretty cool. It's got Larry'd have to send it to you, but it's a friend of mine. Hey, Josue Vences, he drew it up for me a while back. And Chacho, what's up, Chacho? If you get to see this, I appreciate you. That logo's badass, man. You know, and it's good. It's very Brant. It's very Brant. You know, it's got the fro in it, headband.
Nice.
Always, because I wear headphones a lot. It's got headphones on. It's cool.
What do you listen to?
A lot of rap music and chopped and screwed music. Marshall, Texas shit. East Texas, South Texas shit.
Texas love you. Okay, right there.
Yeah, man. The beast from the east. That's me, Killer B.
And we got Brant Moore return, like we said, LFA 89. Last but not least, who did you need to thank and shout out to?
Oh, I got to shout out to my girlfriend Annette Nichols. She's the secret weapon, the German Philippine extreme. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I hope she sees that part. Yeah, she's done nothing but help me keep my mind and everything strong. AFCO, War Tribe. Larry. What's up, Larry? Yeah, Larry. All sorts of people. Cool Bob, I get to shout out him. Me and him got a little bit of work in. Pieces there and there, here and there. Brent Mason, Blake Franklin, Wayne Knutson got the whole squad. D Rock, Ariel Juarez. James Compton, Pomeroy, Wade, Maximus. Got the whole get everybody up in here. But yeah, the biggest shout out would definitely be my girlfriend. She's she helps me both on and off the mat. Her job never ends because Brant's very high maintenance. Yeah.
How can everybody keep up with that high maintenance on social media?
Yeah, _ Brant Jr. On Instagram, and I also have a fight page, Brant Moore Jr., Brant Killer B Moore Jr. Link in the description. No, I'm playing, but yeah, those are different ways. I'm trying to get more active on my Instagram and on other platforms like Facebook. The fight page, fight page and the Instagram are linked. Sometimes I just do stuff on the fight page, but try to keep my personal account, which you can also find me the same way. Brant Moore Jr. I'm there on Facebook as well, but about capped out and about to have to start deleting people because gotta keep positivity in your life. There's some people be hating, bro. Some people be hating. You gotta watch out for that. Hating
oh yeah, definitely gotta keep the grass cut from snakes.
Yeah. Yes.
Chop and screw lyrics.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Chop the screw right there. But yeah, that's all I'll be trying to do. Stay
Brant
solid.
Moore, always awesome to talk to you, sir. Thank you for the time.
Before I started doing jiu-jitsu, I was boxing at 15, right? 2 years deep into boxing, trying to get my hands right, because in karate, we don't really punch that much, we just kick. Okay, so I watch UFC, and it's just like all these dudes, grappling's like a part of it, you know what I'm saying? Grappling, you see guys win by submissions, and I didn't understand it. And I'm just like, that is so weird, you know what I'm saying? And then, I learned, Derek, Derek was teaching jiu-jitsu at D-Rocks, he still is also teaching jiu-jitsu at D-Rocks, and it's just like, I'm starting to learn about it. I'm just like, man, this shit gay, And I'm just like, this shit is so gay. And I'm just like, but it works. Like they're doing it at the highest level of fighting possible, right? And I'm just like, there's no way that every single high level fighter on the entire planet is gay. If that's the secret, then like, you know what I'm saying, I might have to rethink like, my lifestyle and what I'm doing. I might have to figure something out, you know what I'm saying? But the more and more you do jiu-jitsu, the more and more you figure out it's not gay. It's actually very manly. But yeah, bro, like that's Brant's first impression of jiu-jitsu. You know what I'm saying? Got like, one of the upper belts and one of the higher belts, and like the people that the lower belts look up to thought it was gay as shit when he started, bro. Oh my God. But afterwards, I started learning about how everything works and like, the reality behind it, get choked a few times, you figure out like, hey, you know, it's gay to tap too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you learn, hey, it's gay to tap. You know, yeah. So you better get fucking good. You better get fucking good at jujitsu. Yeah, you better get good. Yeah, because it's just like at first you think it's gay, and then like you start getting whooped up by everybody, and you're just like, damn, I'm the gayest thing on the mat. Because I'm getting whooped up by all these dudes, you know what I'm saying?
It's like
you know,
when girls come in, dude, this is kind of sexual.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, my homeboy's ex-lady was like getting onto his case because he was wrong with women and different things like that, you know, which is a part of it, you know. And she's just like, oh my god, I was just like, okay, you know, let's try this, you know what I'm saying? I teach her like how to shrimp, how to grapple, and different things like that. And I'm just like, okay, now you grapple with me. And she's just like, what? I'm just like, yeah, just grapple with me. And then like, she started, and she was like, and I'm just like letting her work around and do stuff. And then like after like she's starting to like feel it, I just butterfly swept her like, oh Lord, Zeke. Oh, you can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm back to blame Zeke.
yeah.
Zeke.
We gotta cut anyway.
I
gotta go.
All right. Long story short, I butterfly swept her and choked the shit out of her, and she was just like, "Oh my god!" And I'm just like, "Yeah, it's not sexual, right?" She's like, "No, I was
life and death.
It was life and death. You know what I'm saying? It's life and death." But yeah. All right, Micah.
Slip. Thank you guys. You have a good day.